Okay, I made a few small changes to the deck. Overall, I'm still pretty happy with it, but it's been a while since I made a video, and I figured it made sense to run it right now. You can see some different ways I try to sideboard and play around certain mashups. I haven't made it that many changes to the deck. I switched to blue-white artifact land instead of blue-red. I saw someone else tried the deck out and made a small change where they did this, and I liked how it looked, especially since I wanted to try out Lurrus. It made a lot of sense to do that, and I took out the Elixir of Immortality for Lurrus. Uh, Not that Lurrus is going to help in the mill matchup that much, although a way to return things from the graveyard does help. But I just figured it had a lot more upside overall, and mill is not that popular right now. I didn't even really play the elixir for mill. It was more so for being able to go along in games and being able to fetch um, life gain with Whirza Saga, which I figured would help the burn matchup. Which burn can be a somewhat dodgy matchup. It just comes down to a race a lot of the time, and I thought that would help shore that up a bit. But I think Lurrus is going to have higher upside overall against the meta, and in the sideboard, I am trying to one counterspell over one of the Fluster Storms. Um, Fluster Storm was something that the winner of the Sunday Challenge a couple of weeks ago did. They added that to the sideboard, and I tried it afterwards, and I loved it. It works really well. Um, it, you bring it in against a lot of matchups, against Control, against Jund, against Death Shadow. It it really protects the combo against a lot of what other decks are doing. The Furies are there, Weird Tears are good, Welding Jar is great. You know, the sideboard is pretty normal. So that's about it. Oh, and I also am going with the full 4 chromatic stars. I'm not sure if it's worth it yet. Um, Something that I feel when I'm playing this deck is I miss having free spells to play. So like it would be way nicer if they were, baubles. But the mana fixing that I get from them and the material that they provide that draws a card when I sack them to Stop the Foundry or Goblin Engineer is a big help. I've been pretty happy with them overall. That's just one thing that I've noticed with this deck is the feeling of playing your cards one at a time. Sometimes it feels a little clunky as compared to the old Emery builds, but it's been hard to find a way to play Emery that I'm happy with. I saw a list which was playing 4 Chalice of the Void, and I think that's probably the best approach to playing Emery right now. Although they weren't playing Emery, just because you can turn off a lot of their removal with Chalice of the Void and actually get to untap with the Emery. So I don't have Chalices online, but I plan to try it out in paper soon. Okay, so that's the deck, and let's get started with a league. Okay, here we are for round 1 with a pretty good hand. So let's get going. We're on the draw. Keep. So here, what I lead on will depend on what they play. Hopefully it doesn't look like a Blood Moon deck, and hopefully it's not Burn deck. Okay, so that I don't mind shocking. Chalice on one with no companion and no play is really weird. It's really weird. I I don't know. I guess it must be some sort of affinity deck. They mulled once, but all right. And I'm gonna say it might be affinity with a bad hand, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Okay. So this is probably a brew. I don't think I've ever seen a deck that would play these cards. Oh, you know what? This is probably a... Okay, so this is a Asmo deck. So they're looking to get Cookbook on their next turn so they can discard a card and play Asmo. I don't have any way to stop them. It being a white deck does make me not want to play the Thought to Foundry, but I think they'll be more interested in getting their Asmo into play. So let's get the Foundry down. Since I think it's an Asmo deck, I think it's better to just try to get the combo into play rather than playing fair and trying to make tokens, since they will be able to eat them with Asmo. And if I draw an untapped blue source here, and just 2 turns away from the full combo with Whirza, really. Oh, file. Alright, so it's probably still an Asmo deck, but yeah, okay, alright, fair enough. This is cool. I wonder what else they're playing. I mean, this looks really cool. Nice. So that doesn't actually work with Saga. I wonder if it's an Esper deck. Okay, they've got the Orville Chase. Alright, so I got a Steam Vents. I got Whir, so I could Whir for my own portable hole and get back my Thopter Sword. I can't kill Asmo with the Pyrite Spellbomb. But do I even really want to try to get back my Thopter Sword, or do I just want to try to stabilize and get back in afterwards? I'm gonna play the Steam Vents, untap and pass. Maybe I don't end up getting anything, but I think it's best to give myself the option. I mean, I would really like to play Whirza next turn. Maybe I just get a Pithing Needle and name Asmo. Their constructs are going to be really big too. That's another concern. I'm going to Whir. Okay. Alright, so they're playing around a needle. I'm not in the greatest position here. I wonder if I should be just trying to get the combo in play by removing their portable hole. Because when they untap, this is going beyond, stopping Asmo. They're going to have multiple constructs that they're going to come after me with each turn. Alright. I'm gonna do the portable hole and get back my Thopter Foundry. Draw another hole. Right, so I'll play a Saga. I'm not gonna play Whirza. Well, hold on. If I use, I can't play Whirza this turn. So let me draw a card first and see what I get. Nothing. Alright, so I'll use Portable Hole and get rid of I'll get rid of the construct, and I'll just wait to play the Whirza until I have a sword in play. And I'll play the Pyrite Spell Bomb. Excuse me. Still really not sure what they're doing aside from Asmo. Could be anything at this point. Could even be a Reanimator deck. There could even be a third color. Alright, so they needle without the Foundry, which is expected, I guess. Yeah, I should have planned for that. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna run out the Whirza, which I was planning not to. But I'm gonna run it out. When they try to kill it, I will activate the Saga and make another. Okay. So this is just a mid-range deck, most likely. I think I better just kill this Giver. Giver is a real problem. Even though it'll make my construct smaller. Either way, their construct is going to be bigger than mine. Alright, so that answers the needle. Still going to... Well, hold on, let me not say that. I was going to run out Whirza here and just let them kill it with Asmo, but now I can ending the needle, make a token, chump if need be, and I can play Whirza next turn after getting a needle for Asmo, right? Because I still have my needle in my deck. So I'm going to do that. I doubt they play more than one needle. If they do, respect to them. Okay, so I'm not attacking with this. The question here is, do I drop another Saga right now or not? I think I do, because if I'm playing the Urza, I don't lose the equity on it next turn, and I don't necessarily have anything else to do next turn. I mean, if I draw something better, then maybe I use the mana, but I think it's best to have the option of that I keep churning out the constructs, which will be jump blockers for the most part, because their construct is going to be much bigger. If they don't have more disruption, the next Saga will probably get Shadow Spear. They seem to be waiting on something. Oh, okay. Alright, I feel safest with them just making another token. I have a few more chump blocks in me. Right. Okay, so they're just trying to kill me off. Alright, so by attacking with Asmo, that means they're going to have to burn through some of this food. Which will make this smaller. Okay. And I'll jump here. Alright, so I'm going to float mana here. Let the triggers resolve. So let me just rethink and ensure that I am actually able to spend time needling this right now. I needle this, I play Urza, I make, yeah, if they put this on one of their constructs, I should be able to survive that. And they won't be able to kill anything with the Asmo. So let's get needle, name Asmo. And then fetch an island. Whirza. Get all my artifacts into play. So they're pretty meaty right now, actually. I won't risk trying to spin Whirza once. I think I have a turn. I can try and dig for something that lets me combo next turn. Okay, so it looks like they drew that for the turn. So I wonder what they have in hand, because they don't have land. They don't seem to have anything useful to do. They don't have anything to file. Here, so they can make one more artifact that I know about, and they may have some kind of removal. I should have probably made a Thopter. That would make this decision a little easier. I'm gonna double block here. So let me see if they kill one and make this a 9/9. Then I'll die for sure. Hold on, let me rethink this. I'll go this block here. I don't think they can make more than one token, so I'll just block there. And then I can just sack the portable hole, the empty one. Yeah, I could sack. Maybe I should have risked blocking with both. I didn't want to lose both. I'll sack this portable hole, make a Thopter. And go to 10. They're dispatching Whirza now. Alright, I guess Whirza's dispatched. Alright. So I should be okay this turn as well. I can get either spell bomb. And whichever they have equipped with Shadow Spear, I can bounce. And maybe I do go for the double block this time. Although they were very conservative with that dispatch. Maybe I should still avoid getting greedy. Portable hole. Okay, so I think I have these big blockers still, but that's a problem. They should just target. Well, no, oh, they're targeting that. I think I'll let them take it. Alternatively, I could sack it and keep it and get another chump blocker. If I let them take it, then ending is a live draw to get it back. I'll sack it. I thought they were going to target the Aether Spell Bomb so that they could force through a Shadow Spear attack. Alright, this one is a little risky. Oh, they have 2 Underworld cookbooks, so this can go up to an 11/11. Alright, no, and I know what they have in hand. Okay, so I can double block here and just lose 1 construct. I almost forgot about the Oval Chase Daredevil in hand. Another Whirza is nice. So I'll play this out. Okay, well that seems a little premature, but sure. Alright, so sweet little Asmo deck they have there. I'll bring the Weird Tears. I don't think I want any counters. I do want paths. Don't need Emrakul. Don't need Void Mirror. I'll consider Soul Guide, and I do want Pithing Needle. I have a suspicion that they're not destroying much. They'll be exiling, but I don't think. If I see destroy effects, I can consider bringing this in. And this might be useful. It's useful against Oval Chase, but I didn't see much else to use it against, so I'll probably wait on that as well. I love Teferi against Urza's Saga. It's ridiculous being able to just bounce a land and draw a card. But I don't know if it'll fit in. If I'll find enough stuff to take out. Yeah, because I just basically everything is good already. So what I'll do is I'll take out 2 of these to start. I'll take out 1 of these. They're really good. It's just I expect a lot of graveyard hate, so I think I should hedge against it a bit. I'll keep the bridge in. Yeah, because they are more. They're planning on winning by attack with big constructs, whereas I can work around the bridge, which is the point of it. Where I kind of want to keep all the words. Let's see what else I can cut. Keeping all my sagas. This wasn't really doing much there. I want to keep this. This kills the Giver of Runes. So let me take a Whir out. And I guess I'll take out Chromatic Star. Drop these in. And submit. Lurrus was a consideration there, but I expect this game to go long, and Lurrus can just tidy things up. Just looks like a nice and decent hand. I wonder what else is in their deck. Like, what makes Bobble good? I feel like sometimes I see decks playing Bobble that I don't think it's adding enough for it to be good. Play this. Did they target me with the Bobble? Yeah, so they know about the Neil Spell Bomb. Okay, so Bobble is just another hit for Ingenious Smith. Okay, understood. Um, very often I would have just ramped into Saga here, but I know I want to wear here next turn, so I will go this way and play this out. Kind of expect this to get destroyed, but I want them to leave my talisman alone. Okay, I'll play out the Saga, and I'll play Spellbomb and pass. Once they made the construct at the end of my turn, that's when I'll destroy it. In case they're doing something weird, let's stop it in their upkeep. Doesn't matter. I'm still really not sold on this card. But I guess in a deck that attacks, this is the best shell for it here. This is a cool deck. Okay. Okay. Alright. So I don't think I'm casting anything here into these Sentinels. I'll just make a blocker and kill something with Pyrite Spellbomb. Okay. The Vial. I'm going to take out one of these Sentinels. I really want to avoid giving them a card at all. I can pay one extra when I do whatever else I plan on doing. Won't take the card from the Spell Bomb yet. I will go ahead and cash in for another one of these. what do I even get? I think I should needle something, but what am I needling? I guess I needle Asmo. Well, if I'm needling Asmo, it's better, and they don't have any food yet. It's better to just needle the Underworld cookbook. It's either that or I get a card, which isn't nothing. No. So I'll needle the Underworld cookbook. Basically because Asmo doesn't do anything without that. It's just a 3/3. That's a 3/3 that's difficult for them to cast, actually. Well, they did have the vial. Maybe that was better. So here I want to. I still don't really feel like casting this. I'm just going to. I'm just going to attack. All right, let me get rid of this Esper Sentinel. It's just gonna be a thorn in my side. File. Oh yeah, those can only trigger once a turn, so I'm safe on blocking unless they have equipment. Probably working with some removal in hand now. Alright, that's a nice draw. I'll play it out and swing. This lets me get a card off the spellbomb without actually using it, because it doesn't seem to be that useful against them anyway. They may flash in an Asmo here. So be it. Attack with both. Yeah, attack with both. Alright, Asmo comes in. So now this is a good trade for them. I'll just kill the big smith, because they should double block one of them with the 4/4 and Asmo. Oh, okay. Alright, I guess they really don't want to lose it. Actually, Smith with cookbook is really good. This deck is sweet. I need to look this up. Alright, I'm done. I just realized the time. I am going to need to play faster. Another Asmo. Fair enough. So I'm going to sack this for a token. One of the reasons that I really prefer Spell Bomb over Soul Guide Lantern. Okay, that's awesome. I'm not that worried about even the vial, but I'll just take this out now, since I plan to be using all of my mana. I'm gonna have to sack the talisman. Sadly, the needle is doing quite a lot of work here. I'll sack that. It's one less token, but I keep more mana. Drop a sword in the yard. Play this. And swing. I'm going to keep this back, just for chump blocking purposes. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so they don't realize what's going on here. Oh, alright, cool. Alright, so round 1 in the bag. I really need to look up this deck. This looks sweet. I'll be back shortly with round 2. Hey guys, back with round 2 against Casual Dad. And we are on the play. Alright, so we won the first one against Black White Asmo. It was a really sweet deck. Alright, nice hand. I always get a little nervous when I keep these hands, because it looks great and then I don't draw another land. But sure, I'll keep. And just lead on turn and get the Triumph to start off. Even if I miss a land drop, you know, I have the combo. I have ways to stop them from doing things. I'm gonna fetch now, just in case it's mill. You never know, I might just rip a bunch of lands which aren't fetch lands, and turns out that they're mill, and that way I can play around the trap spell, Archive Trap. Not mill. Looks like hammer time. Ugh. No, I'm not sure what I want to do. Basically, I'm not going to die next turn. So knowing that, I am going to go right right ahead. Oh, forgot about the sentinel. I don't want to feed the sentinel. Alright, change of plans. I'm going to just move the sentinel. I want to keep them from drawing cards as much as possible. They can go the enchantment plus a hammer here, but I can follow up with the ensnaring bridge. Another one. And a giver. Alright. Same plan really. I don't expect them to be able to kill me. They can't have land, enchantment, hammer, hammer. They literally cannot have that with 2 cards in hand. So I'm just going to play out my spells. In a way that doesn't let them draw more cards. And then hope that they commit to the hammer too early. Alright, so they have hammer, they have ink moth. Depending on their knowledge of my deck, like this would be deep. Oh, okay, they're getting Shadow Spear, so that means they don't have an enabler. Maybe they have a hammer already. So yeah. So what do I want to do next here? I mean, playing these. Oh, wow, a land here would have been amazing. Alright, let me play this out since it blocks. And I don't have to pay extra for the sentinel. If we could just draw that 4th untapped land. I'm not even sure how badly I want to sack this board of a hole. I will, but okay. They might just attack with that. No. Okay. Pretty much set on just wait until they get hers out. Whoa. Alright, I thought they might have been goofing when they said they were new. But oh well, when they call, okay, yeah, they're new. Okay. Yeah. Alright, well. Let's eat this. I know I lose the Thopter, but I'm also stone raining them. Yes, sir, it is blue. Obviously, I came to the conclusion that they were being serious because they should have just waited. After attacking with all those creatures, I wasn't necessarily going to block the game moth. Alright. So, more casual players tend not to like to concede. So I may just have to run through this. I always wonder if I should tell people, hey, this is infinite. I know that like a non-zero amount of the time they don't concede because they don't quite understand what's going on. But I'll just do it for a while. I guess they do have outs here, so I should try to play out my hand. Alright. Alright. Well, they're not wrong. I do technically need 20 to kill them though, so. With one card in hand, they just straight up can't kill me next turn. They just don't have enough mana. Yeah, they don't. So given that, I will not show them the bridge. I will show them the second sword just in case they have something weird. They seem to be confused. Oh, a casual and a ass. Thank you. Against this deck, I usually do this. fairy is interesting just because it helps stop them from playing around bridge, because they can't flash in their equipment. But I don't bother playing it. What do I usually cut? I usually cut a Saga, Neo Spellbomb, at least one of these, an Engineer. I think I do usually cut one of these as well. It's just that the matchup is so fast. I just want to increase my variance a little bit and keep my curve as low as possible so I can interact early. It's a little risky, but they don't have that much that many ways to remove this stuff, so I'll keep. If they start with, okay. I was saying if they start with what's it named? The Esper Sentinel. I would let them get the card. Stoneforge. Shadow Spear. So that was probably their only enabler there. Yeah, I'm going Pyrite and passing. With one Sigarda's Aid down and them getting Shadow Spear, it looks like they're trying to play a fair game. So I feel pretty safe. Safe enough that I think I'm just going to try and slam the Ensnaring Bridge next turn. Maybe not. Let's see, if I play Ensnaring Bridge next turn and they get another, and they have another land, and they have another Sigarda's Aid, then I die Aid, activate the land, yeah. Alright, so I will not risk playing the bridge. I'll play this. Pass the turn. now I know one card in their hand. Alright, there's the next aid. They'll only have one attacker here. I can't try to pyrite. Oh, okay, right, no. Yeah. So I can try to pyrite spell bomb because they won't have mana to do it twice. So that's fine. And that's preferable that I get to actually use the spell bomb here. I think they shouldn't try anything, they should just attack. Yeah. Correct. And I won't bother to try to kill anything here. What we may see next is they could try to needle this and hope that that makes them safe. Right, so it's possible for them to have multiple hammers here. Sadly, I can't bait with the pyrite spell bomb. I have to play. They didn't float the mana. I have to oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking that they would have the mana to play two equipment, but looks like we should be okay. So I'll just let this happen. If they want to try to get an equipment, they can do that now. Alright. Oh, they need a spell bomb. I was barely paying attention. Let's get that out of here. And go and get ourselves a sword. And hopefully I just draw a land next. Okay. Yeah, I just want to draw an untapped land next turn. That would be perfect. One card in hand. So what does me losing look like? Having removal for bridge and another sword. This is 13 here. Let me think about this. It's just that the removal that they play, the card that can get rid of bridge costs 2. So if they draw that, they can't animate and swing. but they can swing with their ground creatures, and that is 13 exact. So that's still a problem. So I'm just gonna play bridge. I'll keep the chromatic star in hand, and I'll be able to make. I forgot about this, Yeah, this. Yeah. All right. That would have been a mistake not to play the star. I forgot about the giver runes. The giver runes would allow them to attack past my blocker. All right. And I have a welding jar, so I was really overthinking this for no good reason. That's great. I'll take my time a bit here. They should have put Lurrus in their hand. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think we're pretty safe. The welding jar, I think, deals with most of the things that they could do here. If I draw something non-land, I might sack the star to see if I can get to an Whirza. I need to remember not to F6 at any point, just so that I can always welding jar. Okay. So I'll sack this here just so I get another attacker. One of them would have been too big to attack. Yeah, I should have played around that, I guess. Alright, so they take the bait, and I will sacrifice Pyrite Spellbomb. I don't wanna sack the Chromatic Star and potentially expose myself to dying through Giver. That actually helped a bit. I was a little concerned about them bringing back the enchantment that destroys stuff with Lurrus. Oh, splendid. Alright, so I'm gonna get Needle here and name Giver, and that makes us pretty much safe, I think. Sack that. Yep. Attack them. I guess I could have named Ink Moth as well, but Giver's more annoying. Yep. If I thought they would scoop, I would have just shown the Whirza first. You know, this is kind of a slow roll, but I think they wanna duke it out. Alright, 2-0. This wasn't the best display of what this deck can do. Just some certain technical aspects. The opponent, you know, they're probably still feeling out how they should play the deck. But this matchup can be somewhat difficult just because they have these turn 2 wins or turn 2, you know, make 10-10, and we don't have that much removal. So it's something to keep in mind, especially if you know that you're playing against it. You might be playing paper and you know what they're playing. You might want to mulligan aggressively for something to deal with the first threat. Usually if you could stop them once, then you'll have enough time to get some blockers in play or whatever else. They're faster than us, so just trying to combo off as quickly as possible without being able to interact with them is often not enough, depending on if they have a good hand or not. Alright, so I'll be back for round 3 shortly. Hey folks, back with round 3 of this Jeskai Whirza League, and we're up against Nahwell 10. They are usually fairly high up on the trophy list, so should be in for quite a fight here. a mulligan. Can't keep that. This hand is also not great, but they're playing a Lurrus deck. These cards seem good. I'm gonna put back the Spell Bomb and keep. I guess it's burn. Prowess. That's kind of scary. Alright. It's red-white, so I think I'll probably be able to use my removal on all of their threats. Oh, it's Jeskai. I guess. Oh boy. If I got a white land there, I probably would have used it and just dealt with two of these at once. But instead I'll go Talisman and Portable Hole. So I suspect that they are basically blue-red with no 5-drop, but they have dragons, and then the white is mostly for Lurrus and sideboard cards, would be my guess. I cannot get bridge here, but next turn I can exile another threat, and well, now I have no idea what I'm playing against. Like this seems way too. Wow, that's a bizarre dichotomy for me there. Like a deck that's playing Gutshot and Prismatic Ending. I guess maybe they're getting blocked by a lot of Goyfs and the like. I don't know. Alright, so we'll get rid of one of them. They're out of cards, so we might not die this turn. Play an island, play this. And I'm not sure what I'm going to work for now. We're not going to, unless we draw an artifact that costs 1, we're not going to be able to get the bridge into play in a way that stops them from killing us. So oh jeez, I don't think I have anything in my deck that, well, that bolt was clutch. I don't think I have anything in my deck to draw towards here. Just did. Yeah, no instants to draw towards. So let's see, were we getting that 1-mana artifact? No. We had a blocker, and I don't know. We were probably going to die either way. All right, that deck is like the remedy for this. It's aggressive and can deal with the combo. So obviously these come in, and then despite seeing the Prismatic Ending, well, maybe I don't bother with Welding Jar since I saw the Prismatic Ending. I think that they would skimp on a Braid and cards like that in the sideboard, given that they're playing that card. I do bring Damping Sphere in against Prowess decks very often. Lurrus is too slow. I keep it in against Burn, just because it works against their reach, but otherwise, against a deck like this, I don't keep it in. Hardly ever gets the block. take out a Whirza, take out Engineer. Sagas they make blockers, but they're just slow, you know. I won't bother with exiling their graveyard, even though they're a Lurrus deck. Alright, I can work with that. That's Prismatic ending caught me by surprise. I haven't seen a deck quite like this yet. Yes, please. I can't really keep this. No, I can't. Well, again. I shouldn't. I'm gonna keep this. And I'm gonna put back Whirza. Let's play this out. This Flusterstorm might just eat a burn spell, although that's not usually what I want to use it for. I like to use them to protect the combo. Yeah. One land. I think I just get my stuff out. I don't see what I'm holding Flusterstorm up against there. So they like the card on top. Oh. I'm going to play the Thought Foundry. I want to counter the Expressive Iteration, so I won't sack the Chromatic Star yet. Oh, okay. That is A-okay with me. So assuming they don't hit, never mind. I was saying, assuming they don't hit Delirium here, I can chump block. I guess I still want to force them to do that, so I will make a blocker here, and they'll have to sack this in order to save the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Or they could do it that way. Oh well, that's even better. Let's see what I have on top. Alright, so I get to draw one extra card at some point. I'll pass.
knowing that I'm drawing the Urza, maybe I shouldn't have played the Chromatic Star. Okay. I didn't want to make a blocker there. Okay, hold on. This is 8, 10 damage. So the Labrador kills me for sure. It's taking to 9. Yeah, see, if I hadn't played this, I would have had Flusterstorm plus Spell Bomb. So I could have countered this and bounced one of the attackers. That would be at 11. And then this would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I have any way out of this? No. Yeah, I'm dead. It's really likely that I would have died anyway, but I definitely should not have played the Chromatic Star. Alright, live and you learn. I'll be back for round 4. We're 2-1 right now. Okay, folks, back with round 4. We're 2-1 right now. With a nice and decent hand. Oh my god. Pretty sure I know what this is. Pretty sure I'm gonna lose. It looks like Twiddlestorm. I guess it could be ad nauseum. Neither bodes well. One on top, one on bottom. No. So, things that will help me survive here are if I get a needle, and if I get a Neil spell bomb. Oh, wait a minute. Alright, so it's not Twiddlestorm. It looks like ad nauseum. Things that will help me win here are if they just basically fizzle for this first game. And then I get to bring in some counter spells and stuff for the next games. So I basically really want to Whirza next turn. So I'm setting up my mana that I will be able to Whirza. Truth is, even if I Whirza, it might not work out. They only need 4 mana to combo now. 1 for Angel's Grace, 2 for Thassa's Oracle, 1 for the Black Spell, Spoils of the Vault. No Whirza. Trying to think if I have anything that I can wear for. I don't think so though. Oh. I should have cycled the Chromatic Star for an Whirza, obviously. Yeah.
that's when they get in your head, you know. I'm gonna have to look. Just before I concede, I'm gonna have to look and see if it was an Urza. I imagine that I'm dead here. So you're saying there's a chance? All right. I'm not sure what's going on here. If they didn't have the combo, that means they should have looked for an ad nauseum just now. I just can't see myself winning through normal damage. I think I need Urza to try and present something that they have to deal with. So what I'm going to do is get Witching Well and try to find the Urza. I guess I didn't get to look to see what I would have drawn. Alright, no. There's a redraw. And I will take it. Okay. I'll play Nail Spell Bomb. Certain that doesn't do anything, but it is a redraw. Yeah. Yeah, so this should be the ad nauseum. I guess an alternative was to try to get rid of their mana, but then they would have just ad nauseum in their response, and they had like 20 life to play with, so it wouldn't have worked out. Let's see if they're doing anything spicy. No, but Void Mirror is definitely coming in. Stops like 12 cards, doesn't it? Okay. Concede. I felt a lot more secure playing against this deck when I had a Torpor Orb, because obviously you Torpor Orb and then you just are okay. I think I might actually bring in the Emrakul, just because it lets me take another turn and end the game. Teferi is good, Void Mirror is good, Damping Sphere is good. Pithing Needle does nothing. Wear Tear is good. Pithing Needle. I don't think. Back in the old days, you could use this on Teleria West. I don't think it's doing anything here. Alright, 10 cards. like these white spells because they can mess with their mana. Maybe not portable hole as much. I can cut one of them. I like having the one. I guess I have to fairy. I like having the one Aether Spell Bomb just to deal with if they bring in a creature. They like to do that sometimes, but I have to fairy. It's not needed. And I need 2 more cards. I can cut one engineer and one of these, I guess. Alright, hopefully it doesn't come down to the Emrakul, but we're already down a game. If we have to fight, if we get to go off and then we have to fight through to a Emrakul to win, then so be it. I'll keep this. I don't really like mulliganing aggressively. You know, we can mulligan until we find some sort of answer, and then not have any gas to actually win the game. Here we're presenting the combo. We have something to disrupt their mana potentially. Water Grave. I didn't look at their mana base when I was looking at the deck. Water Grave. Are they playing fetches? No. Alright. When given the choice, I basically always ramp. Unless I'm playing against like a control deck and I'm on the play and I try to squeeze in a Thought Foundry under counterspell. Alright, great. Exactly what I want to be able to attack. I will ramp even more. Maybe this wasn't smart. When I played Ad Nauseam, I put Prismatic Ending in the sideboard. Not a lot of people do. Just a little concerned about exposing the Thought Foundry here. No, I'll go ahead. Should be fine. Pilots of this deck really don't worry about permanence, you know. There's just very little that can actually stop you from winning. There's stuff like Thalia, which can slow you down, but there's very little that could be in play that will just stop you from winning. Even something that makes you play only one spell a turn can be played around. Profane Tutor. Okay. So, alright, so they're Profane Tutoring. Let me see what I can draw here. Okay, I was going to engineer, and I still can, but that is great. let me play. Wait, never mind. I'm gonna play the engineer before I start spinning it, just because I can get the second sword out of my library. What really sucks here is that I can't just pass. As I said before, they can win with just 4 mana. So I have to spin until I hit like a, I don't even know what damping sphere would work. Alright, so here we go. Maybe I shouldn't even bother recording this. I can just show you guys what I hit afterwards. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll be right back. Alright. I hit 10 minutes. I don't want to sabotage my third game. Just living in fear of the straight kill in hand here. Oh, okay. Alright, so I'm good then. I'm good then. As long as they spend one of this mana, then I'm covered. But the reason I was trying so hard and exiled all these cards, including all 3 of my counter spells, is because obviously if they untap and play a land and just play the combo, they can still win. But since they spent a mana, I am pretty sure that they just can't win from here, because they have to Fairy and play it. They can't Angel's Grace by a turn or anything like that. And hopefully that left me with enough of my enough time to win the last match. I don't know, kind of thinking about Lurrus. Lurrus, if I hit Lurrus while spinning with Whirza, it lets me get back things immediately from the graveyard. Does that mean anything? Is that important? I mean, it would have been a thing just now, but not really. I'll just go ahead and play. Excuse me. Pretty tired. I mentioned sideboard creatures, but I don't think anyone really does that anymore. No, I don't think that this is a good hand. Even just drawing lands might be too slow. All that. Now this is a good hand. The question is, what should I put back? And I'm not sure. I really don't want to put back up a land. I don't want to put back Flusterstorm. Whir can actually get better interaction. But no, what am I worrying for? I'm not worrying for anything that actually shuts them down. So I will put back the Whir. I need to remember to play fast. Yeah. Profane Tutor. I have a sense that this Flusterstorm may be the key here. Let's get the Triome out of the way. Ramping. Yeah, the Whir would have been really slow. So I think it's probably a good thing. What are they doing? Okay, good. Just gonna be a little paranoid about right, cancel. Let's do this first. Okay, good. Right, just being a little paranoid about what's the card called? Hercule's Recall. Very possible they have that. Even I used to play that card. I guess that was back when Affinity was a thing though, so it's not likely that we'll see it here. So that's one spell. Well, there's no way they're winning with that, so they're literally just digging. They put a card on top. So I wonder what they searched for here. Maybe a counter spell. Ad nauseum. I guess ad nauseum would be the thing, right? Play this out. Okay. They have their fifth land. I know it feels like an ad nauseum. Another one. They might be going for the combo here. Right, yeah. So I am about to ruin their day. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe they should have waited. Like they had no backup here. I guess, do you really expect a counter spell from this deck? Maybe not. They do get to go 4 cards deep here. And they put a card on top. This by no means that I am safe. I'm not gonna bother blocking that. That's just. I mean, I could. I won't bother killing it. I can block it. No, never mind. I will bother killing it because they could play another one and then go 6 cards deep. And I don't want them to find ad nauseum. Ad nauseum could still win them the game. Let's see what I got coming. Splendid. So I guess if this is an ad nauseum here, they could they put something on top. That means something. I'm gonna tap out to encourage them to do whatever it is that they're doing, just so I know what I'm working with. Never mind. No, I don't like that pause. I've never seen them play surgical, but that made me feel very uncomfortable just now. I'll attack first. Alright, so that makes ad nauseum worse, which is why I'm worried that they have. If this is a pact of negation, it's not the end of the world. Alright. Please don't play like a split second kill spell. Alright. Time to make some tokens. I know that there's a Whirza on top of my library, so I feel a little safer. It would be even better if I knew there was an Emrakul on top of my library, but beggars can't be choosers. What would really suck is if they have recall here and then do it at the end of my turn. I'm going to draw the cards with Witching Well, but I think I actually don't use Whirza until they do something. I'll react to them doing something. I could spin a few times and try to hit Emrakul, but if they reset my board, then I might run myself all the time. So let me draw. And let me spin once. Alright. I am not going to try to fight it. I'm just going to pass and go. Ordinarily, obviously, I could spin and wait till I hit Emrakul and win, or I could at least spend a little time locking down the board. You had to fairy down, since the fairy would assure my win the next turn, but I'll just leave it as is. Just in case. Say I think I have enough. I'll just make 2 more. Yeah. I don't want to go too deep here. Not really. Alright, that's fine. Alright, cool. 3 and 1 so far. Let's see if we can get the 4-1. Be right back. Alright, going into round 5. We're currently 3 and 1. Let's try and finish strong. Up against Lani NY, a Lurrus deck. I'm gonna keep this. As it were, can find something. Maybe even get to play Portable Hole on turn 1. So that lets me have more of a decision about if I want to Whirza soon or Whirza Saga soon to make blockers. See what they're playing. Green white. Zoo. Wow. Thing is, now I don't want to fetch and shop. Oh, what am I supposed to do here? Zoo. I'm gonna fetch and shop. I'm gonna fetch and shop. I'm gonna fetch and shop. Especially having drawn the second artifact, which means I get to whir on turn 3. And get a combo piece. Makes sense to me. Bloodstain Mire. So this is definitely not the Draco Zoo. Is this how did we call it? Suicide Zoo? Okay, so it's I really shouldn't have fetched and shot. Oh my god. So this is gonna be playing Tribal Flames. And I am probably going to die. Bottom both. Okay, actually, no. I'm not in a terrible position. I'm gonna be able to whir for 3 next turn. And because I fetched and shocked, I'm going to be able to whir for 3 next turn. And put a bridge into play. And then we can work from there. Obviously, they can still literally just burn me to death. White, green, black, red, blue. I haven't seen one of these decks with Lurrus as a companion, but it works, you know. Wow, Rancor. Alright,
I am very nervous about this Steam Vents. I actually think usually when it comes to counterspell, I would whir on their turn. Well, hold on. I'm playing around a counterspell here, but the counterspell that I think they would have is the 1 mana Story Battle. So if they're gonna have it regardless, what else can I play around? I can play around Kazali Pride Mage or some other sort of sorcery speed artifact removal. Or at the end of the day, I can at least make them use the Story Run on their turn. I don't think that this is a 2 mana counter spell. I think if it's a counter spell, it's that 1 mana spell. So then the question is, do I want to and then this deck could easily be playing Prisma Ending. So I want to whir at the beginning of combat. The only downside here would be that I give them 1 more draw stack to actually draw the counter spell. So at least this way, the Prisma Ending, the bridge gets to do its job once. Right? Yeah, I figured so. Alright, we're probably dead, but maybe they don't have any more burn. Although they get to go through 2 cards to find burn. This is sick. I like this deck. So there's the ending I was worried about. There's that. They're just trying to hit a burn spell. Yeah. Alright, this is a cool deck too. I used to play Zoo 8 years ago. It was a damn long time. Yes, the welding jar. Yes, the pads. I think it's a creature deck. However, I think I need to play all of these. And the rest of these are not needed. Teferi never trades up on mana against the Lurrus deck. That's why I hate bringing them in. Because you're always spending more, and then very often you're just bouncing something and then it dies, so it's some damage. So I'll leave that out. I don't think I have to worry about their graveyard. And then their threats are going to be bigger, but Lurrus can trade for some of the smaller stuff. I don't know, I feel like I have a little more time for Lurrus here than against Prowess. I could be wrong. Take one of these. Take one of these. Take one of these. I like Lurrus. They're gonna have a lot of burn. I'll try that. Yes, I'd like to go first. Mo. This hand is not great either. I think a tight 5. Maybe I'm trying to convince myself of foolishness. So I keep this and what happens? I put back a talisman, and then I fetch an island, play Spellbomb. Next turn, play my only other land, play talisman. 2 turns to draw a land. No good interaction. Land vulnerable to removal. A mulligan. Okay, keep. Oh, do I keep the Lurrus? I don't think I do. Just because it's. I don't keep the Lurrus. And I don't keep one ending. Is there a way I just keep both endings? Sword is the easiest piece to find. Maybe I can just slow them down enough with 2 endings. You know what? Let me try that. Alright, so looks like I'll have a lot of time. Oh, I'm definitely getting rid of it. I'll get a hollow fountain with this probably. I'll let them have their pound of flesh without fetching first. If they get the hollow fountain, so be it. Plus the storm. I'm just gonna crack it right now. There's something that he said for not using this to fetch. The 1 life might just matter more. I'll just play this and pass. Whew. That would have been nice. Alright, I'm in trouble. Jeez. I think I get one more turn. Let's make the desperation move, and thin our deck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm already dead though. It's like there are layers to this. I'm pretty sure they have answers in hand, so even if I get a bridge now, it's not gonna help that much. After all their hard work ragavanning, I'm surprised they didn't just attack with it. And then use the treasure. Whew. Alright. There it is. 3-2. Not the best performance. Maybe I could have handled that mulligan differently there. But yeah, that's the deck. I've been still pretty happy with how it's been going. I ran through. I had over 1,000 play points, and I ended up here by just trying all kinds of different ways to make the deck work. Esper, Whirza, Fiddle Bender, Whirza, which I might come back to this. This was cool. It felt really powerful when Oswald got online, and I would really love to find a build that works with Scrap Trawler, because Scrap Trawler is insane. Another one I played a lot was Yorion Whirza. So that's one another again. I got to play with Scrap Trawler because I had the extra space, and it was really good. Like this deck did all right. Oh, of all those decks, this deck did all right. You know, some 4-1s and very few 4-1s. I think I got one 4-1, but it was a very consistent 3-2 for a long time, and then it started to do worse. I tried a bunch of different things. I just couldn't quite get it over the hump. But it was fun. I might come back to it and just play it again for fun. Make a video um, just for a difference. The lines that come up when you're playing this are a lot more diverse. You have a lot more options, and it feels more consistent than you would expect, just because you're playing like 12 tutors between Engineer, Saga, and Whir, and then you have Emery that lets you dig fairly deep. I like this deck. But anyway, that's where I am with this right now. Since I found out that if I turn off the sound on MTGO, it runs a lot smoother. I guess I can make more videos now because I like this was a cakewalk. It didn't slow down once. So maybe next time I'll try the Yorion deck for a video. Let's see what we got. Yeah, forever unlucky. Got a good set of play points. So until next time, see you guys later.